So, welcome. If you have any questions, you can certainly ask. We have been doing a lot of different work. Sufism was one which we entered into, and that's how you get into everything. All these scriptures, all these religions, you will slowly come to know that they're all one, and that is very, very important on the path for us to realize that everything is coming from one source. Because there should not be diversion. As much as possible, we have to take care that there are no diversions, no divisions. The more the divisions, the more difficult for us to become one, because we are moving to the path where we understand that everything is coming from the same consciousness. So as you raise yourself, as you go deeper and deeper to the core, you will keep seeing that diversions or divisions will start evaporating. You will become more quieter, you will become less judgmental, less critical, lesser opinions. You will participate only in those discussions which are for the highest good of all. Even if there is criticism or judgments, you can see it will not be from vested interest, it will be for the sake of the whole consciousness. You can see critics, these great masters who are very critical. Now, that's not coming from their personal agenda. They won't gain anything from that. They are just trying to remove the ignorance. That ignorance is what is being criticized. Because the higher need, the higher aim is that people open up to clarity. People do not remain ignorant. The purpose of all the great masters, if you see, they came and whatever work they did was to remove ignorance. That's all. Guru Tattva is only to remove ignorance. So sometimes ignorance will not go just by loving words. Sometimes ignorance will not go just by compassion. Sometimes it will not go by kindness. Sometimes it may not go by just love. You can see Sham's teachings, for example, where he's telling, if you look at his teachings, core teachings, he talks about accepting the world the way it is. Because everything is one, everything is God. Even in good and evil, everything is there. But at the same time, in other parts of his teachings, you can see him saying very clearly to stay away from falsehood. Stay away from people who are mean. Keep distance from those who are not vibrating on the truth. He only says that. Because accepting everyone wholesomely does not mean you are not using your practical senses. Come on, you cannot go and hug a robber or a criminal, somebody who's holding a knife. You can't say it's maybe Shiva hai and go and hug him. You will get poked in your tummy only. Common sense is another. You cannot say God is in everything and go and kiss a snake. Common sense. Though you know it has, but you also know, even if God is in everything, this God is now performing as a snake. And snake is venomous. Attributes. So criminals or any negative people or all that. Good. On the higher end, they have the same consciousness. But on the gross level, they are on the gross level. And they cannot relate with what you're saying, what you're doing. That is where boundaries come. Keeping boundaries. You cannot say, no, no, everybody is my friends and all that, because friends will be the biggest cause of your downfall. If you're not aware of what kind of friends are you keeping, within a few weeks to months, you will find yourself in that energy. So while we are seekers on the path, this is the seeking, right? This is the tapasya. This is the um, sadhana that you're doing. To be careful, to be alert, to be vigilant, To use your common sense along with your sixth sense, use common sense also. So in most of the cases, if you see the great masters, they can say stupidity right in front of their faces. Most of the masters are intelligent enough to just shut up. They won't even open their mouths. They may open their mouth where they can see there are chances of something good happening. They may, but if they see somebody has not risen to that level, or the society has not risen to that level, your family members has not risen to that level, your friends, your relatives, your colleagues, your office members have not risen to that level, then you simply shut up. You don't have to talk about spirituality. You don't have to talk about all these things. You can simply mind your own business and allow everybody to mind their own business. That's what's called peace. Peace always does not mean negotiating and making peace. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आप सही कर रहे हो लेकिन घर वाले समझ नहीं रहे आपको. आपने आपके तरफ से प्रयत्न किया, आपकी गलतियां आपने देखी, आपकी गलतियां आपने समझी, आपने सुधार भी लाया, लेकिन लोग अड़ियल है, अभी भी अपने पुराने विचारों पे ही है. आपने पूरा संभव जितना करना था किया. वट एवर यू हैड टू डू यू डिड, बट पीपल आर नॉट विलिंग टू चेंज. देन द बेस्ट थिंग इज लीव देम अलोन. Don't sit to convince, don't sit to talk, don't sit to negotiate, don't sit to becoming very kind and compassionate and unconditional love. This unconditional love is good when you reach to that state of unconditional love, जहां आप पूर्ण प्रेजेंस में जीते हो, ईगो माइंड में नहीं जीते. when you are in only present, that time unconditional love perform करो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. करो नहीं, you will not be able to do. You are unconditional love. That time no doing or something, you are that, you are being like that. That time, for that kind of state of consciousness, unconditional love is good. But you, if you have not reached that state and if you start to act unconditional love, you're going to pay a price for it, because you're not fully in presence. And then you want to go beyond and be compassionate, kind and loving and gentle and calm and understanding. All the time you're compromising, because somebody taught you unconditional love everybody unconditionally. Jesus said love everybody unconditionally, but Jesus का state of consciousness क्या है, बुद्धा का state of consciousness क्या है? They are giving the highest teachings, but you can't pretend and act and be like them overnight. Buddha taught, so I'm going to be unconditional. You are going to be unconditional is false. क्योंकि अगर कुछ करना पड़ रहा है आपको, तो that's not unconditional love. जो करना पड़े. Because if you say, I am going to be unconditional, that means you were not unconditional till now. Now you are going to be. The switching which is there is artificial. Are you getting it? Yeah, artificial hota hai. If you are unconditional love, you continue to be fantastic. So the whole idea is to become unconditional as a presence. बाद में outcome उसका unconditional automatically होता है. करने जाओ नहीं. I completely reject the teaching called give unconditional love. The moment you give, it is no more unconditional. जो देना पड़े मोहब्बत प्रेम, जो देना पड़ रहा है वो कैसे अनकंडीशनल है? देना पड़ रहा है आपको, मजबूरी है. यू कैनॉट गिव अनकंडीशनल. यू कैन गिव लव, यू कैन रिसीव लव, बट डोंट कंफ्यूज दैट विद अनकंडीशनल लव. अनकंडीशनल लव हैपेंस, उसमें करने वाला नहीं होता है, वो आपका स्टेट है. एक स्टेट से आप व्हाट यू रेडिएट, दैट इज योर अनकंडीशनल लव. सो वो स्टेट के लिए आप कोशिश करो. You move towards that state. That prayas should be to elevate and remain in presence and make yourself completely in divine presence. That you can make effort, but don't make effort to give unconditional love. That is artificial. Rather be a normal human being and say, it's okay, I'm spiritual, I'm unable to give unconditional love. Say that. Authentic, become authentic. झूठ मूठ का नहीं बनना है. Be authentic. Be who you are. First step of spirituality is to just be who you are. You are cranky, you are an idiot, you're a dumbo, you're angry, you're jealous, you're lusty, you're scared, you're doubting. First, accept these things that I am this way. Because if you do not accept, then you are pretending. When you do not accept whatever you are, then you go into pretension. Then you are creating some image about yourself. You're projecting something. फिर वहीं से artificial path शुरू हो जाता है. So you are trying to now work on something that is artificial. Work on the original. What is original? Whoever you are, whatever you are. I have never compromised in my life on this one factor कि somebody आके मुझे बोले कि spiritual ऐसा होता है. Because I have been doing so much of meditation all my life. So much of traveling, so much of tapas, so many good things, living in ashrams, living with gurus. So it is a normal tendency where people look up to you and say that why are you not radiating unconditional love? Why are you not always cheerful? Why are you getting angry? Why are you getting cranky? Why is your mood off? Hare, you are supposed to be always in high spirits. Why are you not overflowing with love? Why are you not tolerating and accepting everybody, whatever they are? I am a crook to you. Why don't you accept me? Because you are a spiritual person. I will do anything to you, but you are a spiritual person. You are supposed to be nice to me. I have never compromised on this. I have been what I am truly there. I am angry, I'll get angry. I am stupid, I'll be stupid. I am an idiot, I'll be an idiot. And I have no worries about being called an idiot because I don't want to put that spiritual mask on me. The moment you wear a spiritual mask, then you internally start pretending. ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने नहीं किया. I have seen this. You start pretending. I was like pretending all the time. You look at my own videos, old videos. And now I look at it, I feel shamed. If you see my 5, 6, 7, 8 years back, 7 or 8 years back videos, I feel ashamed because I can see a mask there. A spiritual person is sitting and talking there. Authentic नहीं है वो. When I was in paths, how I used to talk, just look at those videos. Today I was looking at my own video. मुकाम्बिका वो मैंने कब का पोस्ट किया था ऐसे. I had not gone through the video. I just opened and clicked. मुझे I was feeling ashamed to look at that video. मुकाम्बिका जैसे आर्टिफिशियल लग रहा है इतना फेंकू. वो इतना डिवाइन प्रिटेंड कर रहा है अपने आप को क्योंकि वो रुद्राक्ष डाला है ना गले में. रुद्राक्ष है, गुरु का नाम है ऊपर. इतना अरे भाव भक्ति में कुछ. बिकॉज आई नो व्हाट स्टेट आई एम, मुकाम्बिका में आई हैड शॉट दैट इन द रूम ओनली. अभी भी मुझे याद है वो सिचुएशंस कैसा है. आई एम प्रिटेंडिंग देयर वेरी क्लियरली. आई कुड नॉट सी इवन 10 मिनट्स. शर्म आ रही थी वो देख के. सी दिस इज हाउ वी इवॉल्व. इट्स नॉट दैट वी डोंट डू दैट. वी मस्ट सी दिस. व्हाट आई से जस्ट बी योरसेल्फ. जैसे भी हो. एरोगेंटली नहीं मैं ऐसे ही हूँ, अकड़ के नहीं मैं ऐसे ही हूँ, क्या कर लोगे वो नहीं. अंदर से भीतर आप जान रहे हो. यू नो इनसाइड मैं ऐसा हूँ. यू आर नॉट हैविंग अ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इनसाइड. पहले अपनी आप को पूर्ण हम एक्सेप्ट कर ले. तब पता चलता है कि मेरे अंदर ये खामियां हैं. अगर ये खामियां नहीं दिखे लाइक दैट पर्सन हु सिटिंग इन द वीडियो, ही डजंट नो that he is masking at that time and he is going on in that identity as a बहुत बड़ा साधक गले में रुद्राक्ष रुद्राक्ष डाल के. आह क्या भाव भक्ति है. Authenticity means being who you are transparently, inside, outside. Authenticity should be the first step of our practice. क्योंकि वहां आपकी घबराहट चली जाती है, डर. डर मिटता है। हम डरे हुए क्यों रहते हैं, हर जगह में कॉम्प्रोमाइज क्यों करते हैं? वाई डू वी कॉम्प्रोमाइज एवरीवेयर? सब लोगों के साथ, सब जनों के साथ क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि कुछ खोने का डर है। इफ यू आर लूजिंग समथिंग। अब मैं बोल रहा हूं, अगर आप खोगे सत्य बोलने के बाद, जो भी आप खोगे, धिक्कार है उस चीज पे जो आप सत्य असत्य बोल के जो आप पकड़ के रख रहे हो। वॉट एवर यू आर कैचिंग बाय टॉकिंग बीइंग inauthentic, useless is all that holding, because it's fake. So first, authenticity means just being who you are, expressing who you are, just being very natural to yourself, because you have nothing to lose. Gone, who can be courageous? Because if someone is not worried about losing this, that, he will or she will be the way they are. Otherwise, everybody, everywhere, you will be compromising. This all comes from childhood programming, because the child is taught from small times. Adapt, 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 adapt. गलत हो तो भी अडेप्ट, कीप अडेप्टिंग। यू ट्रेन द चाइल्ड समथिंग लाइक एक कठपुतला बना दिया उसको, एक गुलाम बना दिया, स्लेव। उठ बोला तो उठा, बैठ बोला तो बैठा, लेट बोला तो लेटा, जाओ बोला तो जा गया, आओ बोले तो आया। ए इधर आ बोला तो योर चाइल्ड शुड कम रनिंग। चल चला जा उधर बोला तो ही शुड गो। गो स्लीप मीन्स ही शुड गो एंड स्लीप। गो टू स्कूल मीन्स ही शुड गो। ओपन योर बुक्स मीन्स you should open. Wear this cloth means you should wear. Go for bath means you should go. Don't go out means you should not go out. क्या बनाया हमने? पपेट। ये ऐसा बंदा क्या बनेगा आगे जाके? वी आर टीचिंग हिम टू बी inauthentic. We have shut down the capabilities of that child to be what it wants to be. We are directly or indirectly tell you no, ये नहीं चलेगा, ऐसे करोगे तो नहीं चलेगा, मार्क्स अच्छे नहीं लाओगे तो हम बात नहीं करेंगे। We will not talk to you if you do not bring good marks. Reward and punishment. If you do everything that I want you to do, I am pleased. I'll be happy with you. I'll talk with you nicely. I'll make good things for you. I'll buy gifts for you. I'll keep you in the seventh heaven. But if you do not listen to me, if you are not obedient to what I say, obedience कहाँ से आता है? Bullshit. This obedience is coming from Hitler's dictators. ये parenthood नहीं होता। Obedience किसको बोलते हैं? Obedience गुलाम को बोलते हैं। Obedient आप किसको कर सकते हो? कुत्ते बिल्लियों को कर सकते हो, गुलामों को कर सकते हो, नौकर चाकर को कर सकते हो। योर एम्प्लॉयज यू कैन डू, गुलाम क्यों? ये सारे लोग देखो मजबूर है। Your employees are dependent on you, your servants are dependent on you, your animals are dependent on you. All those who are dependent on you, उनको ही गुलाम बना सकते हैं। Look at the politicians, जहां जहां भी सिटीजन कंप्लीटली उन पे डिपेंडेंट है, गुलाम बना दिया। क्या बच्चों के साथ भी आप यही करेंगे? उनको भी गुलाम बनाएंगे ओबीडियंस के नाम पे? आई कंप्लीटली रिजेक्ट दिस होल थिंग, बिकॉज इफ यू मेक देम गुलाम, you are screwing up their future. They are going to be growing up as the most inauthentic people, and they will not know how to survive, how to live in this life. जहां पे भी जाएंगे गुलामी का ये जीन में लेके घूमेंगे। These same children tomorrow will go and become gulam everywhere outside, to their bosses, to their relationships, to their friends, to the society, to their leaders, and to the paths, to religion, everywhere. And they will be exploited like this. चैन से जी नहीं पाएंगे लोग, करेज नहीं आएगा इनके अंदर, निडरता नहीं होगी, इंडिपेंडेंट कभी नहीं बनेंगे ऐसे बच्चे। दे कैनॉट बी इंडिपेंडेंट, दे विल ऑलवेज बी माँ बाप की झोली पकड़ के चलेंगे, या बीवी की झोली पकड़ के चलेंगे, या पति का झोली पकड़ के चलेगा, हाथ पकड़ के, या माँ बाप अपने बच्चों का हाथ पकड़ के चलेंगे, कभी भी इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं हो पाएंगे। वाई? बिकॉज गुलामी की आदत पड़ गई उनको। क्या करेंगे वो लोग? When cats and dogs are trained, Why do they train them from puppy? As a puppy, एज अ स्मॉल पप ओनली दे आर ट्रेन, क्यों बड़ा होके ट्रेन नहीं कर सकते उसको? जो भी ट्रेन करना है, हाथी, बड़ा हाथी, एलिफेंट, दे कैनॉट ट्रेन अ बिग एलिफेंट, इट विल किक यू, it will lift and throw you. But when the hathi is small, elephant is small, you simply tie a small rope to its feet. Small rope, rassi. It cannot move because it doesn't have strength to break the rope. But pulling, it will struggle, and one day it will give up. One day it will say, no, it is very this. So as the hathi is growing, they put little more stronger chains so that it cannot break. Again, it will try as it is growing. It will come to know that no, it's very strong. And at one point, it will stop trying. It has programmed itself that I cannot move whenever there is some pull. जहाँ पे भी pull है, I cannot move further. थोड़ा भी pull आए, it will not fight, it will not resist, it will just give up and stand there. And this same हाथी, when it becomes big, huge, एक छोटा सा रस्सी भी डाल दो, एक छोटा सा rope, it will not move. If it wants one kick, it gives, it can सब उखाड़ फेंकेगा. It can cut the ropes. It can break the ropes, but it will not break because it has been programmed. Now, a small rope can hold that big elephant. This is how children grow up in the society. Small ropes can break them. Small problems can put them down. So, see the suicide rates today in the society. Small children, teens, adolescents. All these adolescents, खासकर क्यों? Why are they taking the extreme? Because they have become so vulnerable, so sensitive. We are damaging this society. Conscious parents will never do this. Conscious human beings will never do this. Not just parents, anybody. Conscious relationships will not do it. Conscious human beings will not. Conscious bosses will not do it. The puppeting, not giving freedom, holding everybody, everything tight. These children will grow up and they hold everything. They will become greatest manipulators because they have become so dependent. Now, to keep that dependency, they will do anything to keep that person, place, or thing because they are desperate. Desperateness comes in that. They want to hold on, doesn't want to let go, and they will do anything, all kind of tactics to keep it, even if it is going off the track. They will do it because it's coming from deep fear, deep insecurity. Because the child is programmed and raised as an obedient child. Obedient is slavery. यही ओबीडियंट चाइल्ड कल जाके ओबीडियंट एम्प्लॉय बनता है और उसके एम्प्लॉयर उसकी अगर वाट भी लगा दे, even if their bosses abuse them literally, still they will stick there. If their relationship, if their spouses abuse them, still they will be in that relationship because they feel it's normal to be abused. You got to be just obedient to be your superiors, to whoever is dominating in your life. You got to be obedient. हमारे कल्चर में ऐसे ही सिखा के भेजा जाता है लड़कियों को भी. शादी करके जाना है, फिर उसके बाद तो गुलाम बनना ही है तुमको. If any problem comes, also bear it. Ladies are supposed to be that way. Bear it. It's a part of life. आवाज नहीं ऊंचा करते, गुलाम बना रखा है सबको. The system, the whole society itself is built on that gulami. So break free from all this nonsense. Be who you are. First of all, authenticity वही है. If you are healing, all those who are healing from these kind of wounds, you'll see the first thing that they will heal is to stand up and be there for themselves. They know that if the world is not there for them, also, they are going to be for themselves there. They will be always there for themselves. Those are the first thing that you got to do. Be for yourself. Because when you stand with yourself, you standing for yourself means your presence with you. When you operate from presence, you are with you. So when you are with yourself, you will not crave for anybody else to be with you, stand with you. At that time, you can be who you are. I am what I am. The authentic raw you. Then whoever accepts you the way you are your people. They accepts you who you are, not your masks. The risk is if you are masked, and if you live in this world, all are looking at your mask and falling in love with your mask. The day the mask falls, they will run. And that is another wound. People do not understand why people are running. Your mask fell. What once people got attracted to you, when they came close, they saw the mask, they ran. Because you are not the authentic you. So that's the risk. If you continue being in your mask, this is the risk. Always there is damage. How much are you going to hide? Somewhere or the other, reality will be known. It's very traumatic. So to be aware of your authentic self and being who you are is the first step towards healing. You don't have to continue being whatever you feel is not good. Oh, this is not good, that is not good. At least you're aware of it. At least you're aware. That awareness is enough to dissolve it. But if you remain in your mask, tell me, isn't that damaging? You're not even aware of the mask. You're carrying a false persona. You're developing, instead, you are strengthening that persona. And that persona is called ego. False I. How can the false I go when you're in favor of the false I and you move everywhere with your mask? Become aware of your fake smiles. Because you simply can't be yourself. You can't be stern like this because you are a spiritual person, right? And somebody meets you, especially in spiritual places, spiritual centers, spiritual retreats. Look at yourself. You're smiling everywhere. You can't be cranky there. Because why? You're doing sadhana, right? You have done so much of meditations. You have seen so much of light. You have seen God. You have seen peace. You have had the stillness. You have had everything there. But at home, you are something else behind the closed door. When you come outside the door, why do you pretend? Why can't you be what you're indoor? Why, when you socialize, suddenly you become a nice person? Mask. When are we going to see this mask? यही false है जिसके लिए who am I, who I am, that I am, ये सब क्यों कर रहे हैं? To dissolve this mask, and we are not even aware of the mask. We are strengthening the mask on one side, and then we are doing who am I. कैसे होगा? ब्रेक और एक्सीलेटर दोनों दबाए कैसे होगा? सो ऑथेंटिसिटी इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी. अगर ऑथेंटिक नहीं बनेंगे तो बहुत कठिन है. बी ऑथेंटिक, बी हु यू आर. Be ready to lose. Be ready to lose people, jobs, societies, communities, your dignity, your name, your fame. Be ready to lose. When we are not ready to lose this only, we protect these identities and then we build masks. We will remain just as flatterer. We will flatter relationships, your friends, your bosses, your governments. You're always flattering. अच्छा ही बोलो. कितना एफर्ट लगता है आर्टिफिशियल बनने में, कितना टाइम लगता है, सो मच ऑफ स्ट्रेस इट इज टू बी व्हाट यू आर नॉट. माय गॉड, इट्स सो टायरिंग. आई डोंट नो हाउ पीपल डू दैट. To put up that fake smile, your jaws will pain. And flattery, मस्का करो, चमचागिरी करो, कितना करेंगे वो. क्यों कर रहे हैं? Why are we doing? Why are we flattering our bosses? Why are we flattering relationships? Why are children flattering their parents? Why is this flattery? Is that love? Oh my God, that's not love. Come on. That's insecurity pretending as love. But the society loves false, fake love. So what? Become obedient, become a slave. आर्टिफिशियल लव है तो भी ठीक रहेगा. Relationships are masked on that. So many relationships I can see. Simply फेंक रहे हैं. They cannot be. This one is pretending to be something, that one is pretending so. When they come together, they are something. When they go, they are sulking, where they are their real roop. It's so much of trouble maintaining these masks. I don't know how people can maintain this mask. Oh, it's a burden, actually. It's so tiring. And you throw off all this mask and be yourself. क्या होगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा? लोग भाग जाएंगे. भागने दो, वो थे ही नहीं तुम्हारे. देवर नेवर योर्स. देवर द मास्क. मास्क के साथ जुड़े हुए हो. तुम्हारे साथ थोड़ी जुड़े हुए हैं असली रूप के साथ. मास्क जाना है तो लोग भी जाने दो. जो जो जाता है सब जाने दो. जो शेष जो रह जाता है उसको देखो, वो तुम्हारा है. व्हाट रिमेन्स इज यू, योर्स. उसमें खुश रहो. After that, you start building your authenticity, who you are. Just be yourself. Slowly, you'll start building people of your vibration. People will love you for your authenticity, will love you for your frankness, even if you're cranky, even if you're not a people pleaser. They will still love you because authenticity जो है ना, it's very contagious. Truth is very contagious. People can read it. Souls can read it. Souls fall more in love with authenticity. If you look at society, they are all tired souls. Look at him. सबके सब tired है. सुबह शाम देखो थके हारे हैं सब. क्यों थके हारे हैं? वही फॉल्स मास्क लेके घूम रहे हैं सब. नकलीपन, नकली चेहरा, नकली प्रेम, नकली मुस्कुराहट, नकली खुशी, नकली शांति. नकली इमेज लेके घूम रहे. कितना बोझा होगा. और किसको बेवकूफ बनाएंगे? रात को तो जब बैठेंगे खुद के साथ, अकेले में जब बैठेंगे, थक जाएंगे. क्योंकि थक जाओगे सबको खुश करते करते. सबकी वोट्स लेते लेते, वैलिडेशन लेते लेते, वन डे यू विल गेट टायर्ड. यू विल क्रम्बल. और उस समय कोई नहीं होगा तुम्हारे इर्द गिर्द. क्योंकि जितने भी तुमने पाल रखे सब मास्क है. ऐसा अकेलापन लगेगा. अलोननेस. सब कुछ होते हुए, सब लोग होते हुए भी अकेलापन लगेगा. भीड़ में भी तन्हाई. पार्टी शार्टी, यू विल बी डूइंग एवरीथिंग, सोशलाइजिंग एवरीथिंग, बट एक तन्हाई रहेगी अंदर से. क्योंकि द ऑथेंटिक यू इज मिसिंग. वो मास्क थक जा रहे हैं. दैट मास्क इज गेटिंग टायर्ड. इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूं, फेंको इस मास्क को. ज्यादा से जो क्रम्बल होता है होने दो. गिरने दो वंस एंड फॉर ऑल. थोड़ा सह लो उसके साथ. लेकिन एटलीस्ट पता तो चलेगा वेन यू रिमूव योर इनऑथेंटिसिटी कि ऑथेंटिक कितने लोग हैं आपके साथ. You remove your inauthenticity, people who have inauthenticity, they वो भी गायब हो जाएंगे. Like attracts like. If you're authentic, you'll see authentic people coming into your life. But if you maintain your mask, you will see all masked people in your life. आपका नकली चेहरा तो सारे नकली चेहरे होंगे आपके साथ. So the percentage will come down. The quantity of people will come down, but the quality of people that will remain in your life, oh, दो चार ठीक है, वही खुश, you'll be happy with them. वही गिने चुने चार पांच लोग who can understand you. Fantastic, no problem. यार, it count doesn't matter anymore. चार पांच क्या, एक भी नहीं तो भी you'll be fine. Because by now you have become independent. Abhi you don't need mass to thrive on. You don't need support from all these false things. Your falseness is gone, so you don't need falseness to support you anymore. You'll start returning back home. Why are we going out and investing on all these people, places, and things? Because insecurity bhitar hai. Why are we building this mask? So that we have more connections. Why are we having more connection? Deep insecurity inside. So I feel more the people, the more support I will have. And in the end, what I see, with all the support, also I'm alone. Because I built a support based on false mask. So the moment you start becoming authentic, authentic means returning to your presence, being who you are. Being. It's a being who you are. Who are you really? Who are you really? You now are understanding. You are not this mind. You are not this body. You are not that ego. You are not all the crankiness. Who are you? Your presence. Be who you are means that. Be who you are doesn't mean another identity. Oh, I am so and so. मुझे तान के. I am so and so. आप जानते हो मैं कौन हूँ? वो भी नकली है. मूछे वाला भी नकली है. Real you is who? Presence. You are the pure presence. Be who you are. Live life through that presence. So when you come more and more in your presence, your mask will fall off. Then you don't care. Whatever that beingness is projecting through that identity, whatever identity you will have, you're not become pure. I'm not saying you'll become pure, but that beingness will still continue to radiate light through that identity. The light will change. Previously, it was all false light. Now you're playing those roles. The people will see the difference of that light. They'll see you are more in your beingness, more confident, more reliant, self reliant, more not needing them. When you stop chasing people, the world will chase you. That's the sutra. Stop chasing the world will follow you. What is the meaning of that? When you return to your presence, the world likes authentic presences. All are presence, all are longing for their authentic selves. They do not know. They are all lost. Everybody is seeking the presence only. क्योंकि वहीं पे शांति है, लेकिन उनको पता नहीं वो कहाँ है. वो उनको लगता है कि इन लोगों में, उस पार्टी में, इस सोसाइटी में, उस फ्रेंड सर्कल में है, इस जॉब में है. They feel it is somewhere outside. They are searching whole life. They are searching and they're building up connections, thinking this will keep me happy. This will keep me happy. No doubt they are being happy, but it's not forever. They have to maintain lot of work outside because all their happiness is coming from outside. Their hobbies are giving, their passions are giving, their jobs are giving, their careers are giving, their relationships are giving. सब बाहर से ही आ रहा है, rented. So it is a big taxing problem because अगर supply नहीं आया, I am not going to be happy. अंदर से पता है. So you बरकरार रखना है इसको या बढ़ाना है. I go on increasing these connections or I go on maintaining these connections. I don't like dropping these connections because मेरा supply है इसमें से. मेरा happiness quotient is from coming from here. Why is it there? Because I'm not here where I have to be. Who are you? Pure presence, but you are not in your presence. You are seeking the presence of others. You are chasing somebody else's presence. You left your presence, you're chasing your presence. वहां से भरपाई हो रही है आपकी. You see? You are enjoying somebody else's presence. What you're missing is presence. So you're borrowing somebody else's presence, isn't it? That is what you call company. That is what you call relationships. That is what you call friends. That is what you call colleagues, jobs, professions. भरपाई तो हो रही है. Because something you do, it makes you fulfill. You are present in somebody else's office. You are not present here. You are present in some school. You are present in somebody else's life. You are borrowing like a leech from there. Somebody's presence, some presence from outside. That presence is giving you happiness. That presence is giving you fulfillment. Thus, you remain in this myth that to remain alive, to be happy, I need all these systems in my life. But you are fooling yourself because it's a constant struggle. You will see that you cannot survive without these things. एक दिन आप घर में बैठ के दिखाओ. एक दिन सुबह शाम तक just be with yourself and show. You will not be able to. You will run outside. You will go mad. आधा घंटा एक घंटा अपने साथ बैठ नहीं पाओगे बिना कुछ किए. बोल रहा हूं मैं. विदाउट फिडलिंग विथ एनीथिंग. नो मोबाइल, नो टेलीविजन, नो कॉल्स, नो वर्क, नो हॉबीज, nothing. Just sit with yourself. You can't sit. That is an indication. It's a danger mark. If you can't sit quietly with yourself, means you are not in your presence. You have trained and programmed the whole thing in such a way कि आपको कुछ तो कुछ चाहिए ही चाहिए हमेशा. To be engaged in something, because that engagement gives you that satisfaction. Your presence in something, some object, some device, some movie, something that shows you are borrowing presences, somebody else's. That shows you are neglecting your own presence where you should be. That shows you are not being who you are. So when I say be who you are, I mean presence. Be in your presence and see, suddenly all the dependency will start going. Your activities, your connections will start reducing. Your dependencies will start reducing. You'll be more and more happy with yourself. Now you might say, no, I am always with myself. I am alone. You're not alone. Even in your aloneness, you are borrowing presences. When I say alone, can you be totally alone with yourself? You cannot be. Then you call it loneliness. When you cannot be alone with yourself, it's called loneliness. You are missing that presences that you had invested all your life. That is called loneliness. There is difference between aloneness and loneliness. Many people will say, no, I can live alone. No, they are living lonely. They cannot be alone. They might look to be alone. They might have withdrawn from the world. They might have given up everything because the world is no more satisfying their ego. So they are unhappy with the whole world. भाड़े में गया दुनिया पूरा. ये ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है, ये मेरे से खुश नहीं है, वो मेरे से खुश नहीं है. These people don't satisfy my ego. These people don't understand me. So I'll be alone. But that is not alone, my dear. That is called loneliness. Because when you sit alone, you are not able to sit in your own presence. शांत हो गए. You will need to fiddle. Something or the other you'll need to be constantly entertaining yourself. And when you don't get that, you will get cranky. You will try with your phone connecting to people, connecting to things. And when people don't respond, when you don't get it, you'll throw the mobile and see the whole world is bad. I am disappointed. Right? You are supposed to be alone, right? Then if you are really alone, why are you angry and upset with the world? What are you still seeking in the world? If you are really lonely, what are you still expecting from the world to give you? Why are you upset that the world is not giving you that? What is it that you're not getting? That means even in your so called aloneness, you are still expecting connections. In today's modern world, it is easy to sit in a room and still be connected through the so many medias. So don't be fooled that you're living alone. You are living lonely. Face it. Aloneness means you are enjoying your presence. You can simply be with yourself for hours and days also. It is not selfish, mind you. People will try to tell you this is selfishness because they have not understood what is presence. They have not understood what is it to be happy in your own being, where there is absolutely no expectation from anybody that this person to talk to me, this person to give me this, that person to smile at me, this person. Why should I need that? My happiness is not dependent on whether people smile on me or they talk to me or they come and hug me or they ask for me. My happiness is not dependent on that. My happiness is dependent on my own presence. सो स्पिरिचुअलिटी में बेवकूफ नहीं बनना है अपने को. आधा अधूरा ज्ञान यहाँ वहां से हम समझ लेते हैं एंड वी थिंक दैट इज स्पिरिचुअल. दैट्स नॉट स्पिरिचुअलिटी, दैट्स योर ओन cooked up stories, versions of spiritualities. For that, healing is needed, my dear. सेल्फ फीलिंग बहुत काम है, कचड़ा हटाना है. All the grudges of your past should go. You should become like a blank empty paper, कोरा कागज. ये you can write anything on that. Blank slate. पीछे पास्ट में मुड़ के देखो तो है ही नहीं किसको ताने मारने के लिए. देयर इज नथिंग टू कंप्लेन इन योर लाइफ. देयर इज नो रिग्रेट. आई लॉस्ट दिस, आई लॉस्ट दैट, ये हुआ, इसने वो किया, उसने ये किया. कोई मेमोरी है नहीं. यू आर हील्ड. उल्टा हंसी आती है. इफ यू लुक एट योर पास्ट यू विल फील लाइक लाफिंग, यू विल फील एम्बैरेस्ड. ए डिड आई डू दैट नॉनसेंस? वाज आई लाइक दिस? Whenever you look at your past, you should feel like laughing. Then you are healed. Whenever you look at your past life, it should be a comedy show. Then you are healed. If it is a tragedy show, if it is like the television serials, ये रोना धोना आ रहा है, then बहुत काम है. Lot of work is there to be healed. तो healing करो. मुक्त होना है. Sit and heal. Release. Empty बनो. उसके बाद प्रेजेंस, आपका प्रेजेंस वही रहेगा. You will come to the present moment because past गया आपका. पास्ट के ऊपर डिपेंड है आपका फ्यूचर. बिकॉज वॉट एवर पास्ट इज होल्डिंग इन योर प्रेजेंट, that only will trouble your future, because all your fears of the future are coming from the memories of your past के experience की वजह से you feel future ऐसा होगा तो डर लगता है. where is the डर coming? where are your calculation for the future coming? ऐसा वैसा is all coming from the past, wrong past, ignorant past. You heal your past, your future tense will not exist. When past and future does not exist, you are in your present tense. That present tense is where presence is. Being in your presence means being in the present moment. Those who cannot be in their with themselves, you'll see it is because they are not in the present tense. They are either in their past or in their future. Constantly thinking. ये सोचने वाले कौन है? सुबह शाम जो दिन रात सोचते हैं, अनहील्ड पीपल, मन में पूरा कचड़ा भरा हुआ है, पास्ट का, फ्यूचर का, यही है। इधर वो पास्ट में जीते या फिर फ्यूचर में जीते, प्रेजेंट टेंस नाम का चीज है ही नहीं। और प्रेजेंस में शांति है, प्रेजेंस में भगवान है, प्रेजेंस में परमात्मा है। व्हेन यू कम टू योर प्रेजेंस, in that presence you'll find God. That God is not sitting on Kailasha. Your Shiva is not sitting on Kailasha, please. Jesus is not sitting in Bethlehem or Jerusalem. And Allah is not somewhere mysteriously गायब, सब ढूंढ रहे हैं उसको, कहाँ है पता नहीं, कहीं तो है mysterious. Whom you have to do all these rituals, so much of thing to please that Allah. You have to do something to please that God. You do so many things so that your Shiva is pleased. Where is that Shiva sitting? On some hill? That is good for your ego. This is all play of ego. You don't want to change. You don't want to come into your presence. You don't want to realize Atma Sakshatkara. You don't want to come into yourself. So you have projected all your gods outside, and then you can always sit playing this game. God is taking care of me. Who's this me? Who's this poor me? ये वही पोर मी है जो ईगोइक का एक फॉर्म है, ईगो का एक फॉर्म है। इट विल नॉट चेंज, ऑल द मास्क लेके अंदर बैठा है। इट विल नॉट डू एनीथिंग टू क्लेंस इटसेल्फ, टू प्यूरिफाई इटसेल्फ। वही छल कपट लेके वो जिंदगी जिएगा और बोलेगा मेरा शिव मेरे साथ है, मेरा परमात्मा मेरे साथ है, अल्लाह मेरे साथ है, गॉड वाहे गुरु मेरे साथ है। अटर नॉनसेंस, बिकॉज जब तक आप आपके साथ नहीं हो, आपके परमात्मा आपके साथ नहीं हो सकते। पहले आपको स्वयं आपके साथ होना चाहिए। आपको ध्याओ, आपको भजो, आपके राम, आपके भीतर आप होके रहते हैं। परमात्मा उधर है, राम। राम इज नॉट सिटिंग समवेयर इन सम टेम्पल। सो बिकम अवेयर ऑफ ऑल दीज आर ऑल माइंड गेम्स, pacifying. These are all very, very good things to keep on saying that God is with me. You're simply telling, I will continue being myself. I will not change. But my God is always with me because you have given that name unconditional love. सबसे बड़ा लफड़ा, सबसे बड़ा what you call scam है। You have called that God unconditional. Why? Because he doesn't put any condition on you. तो तुम जो मर्जी करो, he loves you unconditionally. हो गया ना डील? This is how the cunning mind works. भगवान को अनकंडीशनल बना दिया। Shiva doesn't judge you, God doesn't judge you, Jesus doesn't judge you, Vaheguru doesn't judge you, nobody judges me. Your Guru doesn't judge you because Guru is unconditional. So I continue doing whatever I do and I continue getting support in from that unconditional beings. है ना? मस्त, मस्त प्लान है। ऐसे बंदोबस्त करता है मन सब कुछ। Where is the chance of somebody changing there? And let me tell you honestly, that which you call as unconditional love of Shiva, you see, if we do not change, sufferings कहाँ से आते हैं? If your Shiva is with you, if Jesus is with you, if God is with you, Allah is with you, why are you suffering? Where are they gone? When will you get what you want to get from life? When? When is that God coming to help you? Or is your God only maintaining you? Find out. Ask these questions and find out. Why are you still suffering if your God is there? It's useless telling God is there and you are still suffering. I will understand it the day you become free, you become liberated from your mind, you liberated from all these dependencies, you become peaceful in your own presence, then God has done his work. So when suffering comes, Shiva Sutras say suffering is the Shaktipat of Shiva. Shiva Sutra says it is Shiva that gives you suffering in the form of Shaktipat, ताकि dose मिले और सुधर जाएं. Where are you calling that unconditional God? So unconditional God knows how to handle you. Mind you, they do not punish you or do anything. They just allow the lessons that you must learn to be shown to you. That's called Shaktipat. They have not created any suffering. Sufferings are self-created, our own karmas. जैसी करनी वैसी भरनी. Whatever in the past I have done, that only returns back to me. And that is allowed by Shiva or God or Allah to come back to you. They will not stop it. Let God stop this and show your sufferings. You do any nonsense you want, and karma is not coming back to you. Show me that. Demonstrate and show me. Show me people who have escaped that. You do anything and then you say, Shiva is my friend, Jesus is my friend, Vaheguru is my friend, Allah is my friend, and they will protect me. Protect you from what? Even whatever you have done outside? Oh, then I would love to invest in such a God. It's a nice deal. Then I'll do anything that I want. And I always say, God is with me. So He will protect me from my sins. But when will the world be protected from what you are doing to the world? World has to be also has to be protected, right? Because you do something there, then only it comes back to you. That's the karma, basic stuff. So why will God stop that? God will not stop that. God will want you to receive that so that you learn from it. Everything is a lesson. When you it comes back to you, when it hurts you, you say, oh, so this is how it hurts. So others also feel this same kind of pain. You learn from that. It's not a punishment. Shiva helps you with that suffering. He gives you suffering. In Shiva Sutra, that is why it is called the grace of Shiva. Every suffering. Because if you see today, wherever we are standing today, it is all due to sufferings in life. You can't say it is not suffering. Suffering only has brought you to this path. Because suffering will make you seek God where it is. It will make you come to truth. Suffering only. If suffering is not there, you will go out far. You cannot say there is no suffering. Some tell me, no, no, I have not had any suffering. You are suffering. You don't have to have physical sufferings. You don't have to have physical incidents as, as sufferings. Sufferings is in the mind. Because if you are feeling lack, if you are feeling lack of peace, if you are feeling disturbed, if you are feeling lonely, that's all suffering only. You're missing something. You're feeling lonely. And thus you will seek solace for it. You will seek answers for it. You'll seek God. Everything is suffering. You can't say that without suffering nahi aata. Everybody is suffering, then only will come. And suffering is good. Suffering tames the ego. In fact, suffering is the only thing that will bring the ego down to the knees. That is what Rumi says. When the world brings you down to your knees, that is the best position to pray, Rumi says. Because only then we will pray. Until we come to our knees, we will not pray. Until life throws you down, until your suffering becomes more, will you pray? Will you become humble? Will you shed tears? Will you come down on your knee? No. So, suffering is nothing but taming you, humbling you down, removing you from the false I. That false I is the one who puts the knees down. Who puts the knees down? The false I. That I has to bend, that I has to crack, that I has to break. And the more stronger the I we maintain, the more the sufferings will come. Who is giving that? Your Shiva only is giving you suffering. Why? Because he loves you unconditionally. He is giving you that because he loves you. He wants you to be free. He is not like that somebody who can be flattered. That is where we misunderstand even God. That is why we go to God with fruits and flowers and donations and God knows what all. Even sacrifices, animal sacrifices, you're sacrificing your hair, sacrificing your money, sacrificing your time, because you give God something, because you want something from him. So understanding this is very, 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 very important. Your authenticity is what will bring you to your presence. When you're authentic, you're truthful. Because ये सत्य, सत्य का मार्ग है. Satchitanand. You're moving towards Sat, which is truthful, the only truth which is there. First, we have to navigate through the egoic truths, dramatic truths, the dream truths. ये सब ड्रीम वर्ल्ड में भी truths है. First, we have to navigate this. Then the higher truth, which is beyond everything. Sat. The only truth that is. उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं. That which is infinite, that which is ever present, that which is completely pure love, without a beginning, without an end. That which simply is, without depending on anything other. That is the only ultimate truth that we are aiming for. Satya ka marg. So that vasana, that sat vasana should come in us. And that we must train while we are in the egoic bodies with the identities. ये आइडेंटिटी रखते हुए भी ट्रुथ को ही ढूंढना है. ये दुनिया में भी स्क्रिप्चर में ट्रुथ को ढूंढो, रिलीजन में ट्रुथ को ढूंढो, डेली लाइफ में ट्रुथ को ढूंढो. What the Shastras are telling, that only truth. This is the truth. Do's and don'ts. Okay, fine. First, we have to come out from that. Shastras are given for that only. Morality. Moral. What is moral? What is immoral? What is good? What is bad? What is sin? What is merit and demerit? What is papa? What is punya? That's all needed. Papa is satya there. Asatya there. And punya is satya. So all that training is needed. You are trained and programmed yourself in such a way that you are chasing nothing but satya. Sato guna, sattvic guna. You are chasing the sattva. You are turning away from rajas and tamas. You are becoming more into sattva. What is that sattva? That is the truth. The sattva. Sattva it goes maybe. But ये परम सत्य नहीं है. This is not the ultimate truth yet. These are the truths of this world. To navigate in this dream world, ये इसके अंदर भी कुछ सत्य है. तो पहले इस सत्य को पकड़े. ये सत्य है. What I really am. I'm feeling cranky right now. ये सत्य है अभी का. What is the truth? I am feeling angry right now. That is the truth. उसके साथ रहो. Be true to that. Be okay with that. I'm not saying be okay with anger. I'm saying be okay with the possibility of being angry. Anger may be bad. That's another thing. But right now, you are in that state. Acceptance is truthful. ये सत्य है. Be that way. Be authentic. Don't label anybody. Don't fall for anybody's validation. The world need not give you validation of your spirituality because they will tell you if you are angry, you are not spiritual. It's okay. I am not spiritual. पहले तो लेबल ही हटाओ. स्पिरिचुअल वाला लेबल ही हटाओ. रिलीजियस वाला लेबल ही हटाओ. मैं ऐसे ही हूँ, कंडम हूँ. I am like this. But internally, you know, you are on the authentic path. Internally, you're doing everything to rise above all these negativities. But one thing you are making sure, I will not put a mask to it. That's all. I will not add more mask to my false I, because I am on the path to dissolve the false I. I will be authentic to myself. I will be authentic to the world. जो है सत्य बोल दो, किसको अच्छा लगे बुरा लगे, बोल दो. लिव योर ट्रुथ. सत्य बोलने से अगर कोई कुछ खोता है तो सब कुछ खो जाओ, बिकॉज वर्थ ही नहीं है. हमने पूरा बना रखा है, पूरा असत्य के फाउंडेशन पे बना रखा है. दैट इज वाई वी आर स्केर्ड. कब हिलेगा पता नहीं, कब सब गिरेगा पता नहीं. सब झूठ की जिंदगी. आई हैव सीन माई फ्रेंड्स कितना परेशान रहते हैं. इन द हाउस वन मुखौटा, वन मास्क, आउटसाइड वन मास्क. दे हैव अफेयर्स एवरीवेयर एंड दे टेल मी इट इज नॉर्मल. व्हेन आई क्वेश्चन वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड, ये क्या चल रहा है तेरा? अरे यू डोंट नो, ये सब नॉर्मल है आज की जिंदगी में. आजकल के जमाने में बहुत नॉर्मल है. बहुत बुरा हश्र होता है. नाउ इट माइट ऑल फील वेरी गुड, बट यू आर बिल्डिंग सो मेनी मास्क एवरीवेयर. नकलीपन. बिकॉज ऑल योर अफेयर्स, आई एम 100% श्योर, आर नॉट ऑथेंटिक अफेयर. इनऑथेंटिक ही है. एक जगह में कम पड़ रहा है, दूसरे जगह जाके मुंह मार लिए. वहां एक मुखौटा करना पड़ता है, राइट? यू हैव टू प्रिटेंड, यू हैव टू बी समथिंग, सजावट करके फिर उसको अट्रैक्ट किया, इसको अट्रैक्ट किया, अपना काम पूरा किया. एवरीवेयर मास्क. और घर डर के बैठा है अभी, इसको पता चल गया तो क्या होगा, उसको पता चल गया तो क्या होगा, इधर ये करे. फुल डे इज इन दिस ओनली एडजस्टमेंट. मोबाइल छुपाओ, ये छुपाओ, वो छुपाओ. फोन आया तो झूठ बोलो, इसको एक उधर झूठ बोलो. जिंदगी जी नहीं सकते. रियल थिंग्स व्हेन इट्स हैपनिंग आल्सो ही हैज टू प्रिटेंड नाउ. इन द हाउस डाउट आ रहा है. होम आर यू कॉलिंग? हुज कॉल इज कमिंग टू यू? नाउ ही नोज वो गड़बड़ कर रहा है, तो ही हैज टू नाउ टेल समथिंग. अब जब ऑथेंटिक कॉल्स आ रहा है उसको, व्हेन हिज फ्रेंड्स कॉल इज कमिंग, व्हेन हिज बॉस कॉल इज कमिंग, नोबडी इज आस्किंग हिम बट ही इज एक्सप्लेनिंग टू एवरीबॉडी. हाँ, बॉस का कॉल था, माय फ्रेंड का कॉल था. रियल है तो भी कितना स्ट्रेस लेके जीता है. खुश कर रहे हैं. ही डजंट वांट टू लूज पीपल फ्रॉम हियर आल्सो, ही डजंट वांट टू लूज देयर आल्सो. क्या होगा ऐसे इंसान का? दिस इज कॉल्ड कर्मा. दिस ऑल कम्स बैक. So the more we play with life, the more life plays with us. The more we become authentic, simply life will become authentic to you. You are what you are, life will present exactly the way it is. You are straightforward, you are Shiva, you are God, you are Jesus, you are Vaheguru. They will all be straightforward with you. They don't have to come in chitras, they don't have to come in images, they don't have to come in your reels, in all that nakli images created by the human minds. They don't have to come and appear in all those forms. They will simply reveal where Shivatva is in you, presence, because you are revealing who you are. You are being authentic, life will be authentic to you. You are being cunning, you are putting mask, your Shiva will have to wear different mask. Your Jesus will wear different mask. Vaheguru will wear different mask. And it will become more complicated because you are complicated. Exactly, life is a reflection. So we can make the path very easy if we become more and more conscious, self conscious on this, more authentic on this. And for that, healing has to be done. Your slate has to become empty. The work will go on, should go on till you are completely empty. If you are not in that empty zone yet, if you are not completely purified or removed all these falseness, then your spiritual practice, higher practices will be a struggle. Because first the neutral gear, what I put in today's video, neutral gear you have to come, नहीं तो आगे ही बढ़ता रहेगा गाड़ी, आगे जाने को ही प्रोत्साहन करेगा आपको. It will keep you going into the world only. आगे means samsara, अधोगति. Reverse means urdhagati. Three words. This is where you left Chidakasha. You're going down to the Mooladhara. That is the third word. The other side you are going. So that is the first gear, Mooladhara. Neutral is your heart, Anat Chakra, middle world, Bhuloka, balancing. And after that, reverse gear, back to Paramdham, where you left from. लेकिन न्यूट्रल तो आना पड़ेगा, बैलेंस तो करना पड़ेगा. Here is where the presence is. Not down. Down is adogati, samsara. Bhago, bhari bhago. You have to come to the presence. That is the neutral gear. And how will you come to the presence? You have to clean up all the stuff below this, which is making you go forward into the world again and again. So, clearing of your karmic debts, clearing of your past, clearing of your triggers. All these we learn, heal slowly. Then automatically, as the requirements of this pull towards the down, towards the outside keeps reducing, you are able to come into the neutral gear presence. In the present, there is stillness, there is calmness, there is peace. Now, nothing bothers you, takes you out again. All these issues and things are being healed and taken care of. And when all these things are being taken care of, you're simply where you are, the presence. वहां से you do higher practices. Very easily you'll go. हम क्या कर रहे, मूलाधार से कर रहे, who am I, or higher practice, whatever. Momentarily you get it. That is not the whole thing. Momentary things are not real. One glimpse you might have, one session you might go deep, one little shanti milega, फिर you will be thrown out. And mind you, this whole path is cyclic. Don't think one day it will just become, no. You might feel sometimes peace for a month or even 2 months. 2 महीना सब कुछ मस्त लगेगा. Suddenly something else will come up. And that is how it is. It is normal. साइक्लिक होता है ये जर्नी, ये लीनियर नहीं है एकदम से चला गया और वन डे यू आर जस्ट फ्री. सो आई हैव सीन मेनी ऑफ देम, दे से ओह नाउ पहुंच गए, अभी कुछ नहीं, अभी शांति है, बहुत मस्त लग रहा है प्रेजेंस में, आई एम हैविंग दिस एक्सपीरियंस. नॉट फॉर लॉन्ग. Sometimes when they're own confident, then I don't feel like when pulling them down or something, saying something, I say okay ठीक है, slowly they will understand. अगर बोल दिया तो फिर ठीक नहीं लगेगा. बिकॉज वो थोड़ा बहुत एंजॉय कर रहे हो, वो भी एकदम हताश हो जाएंगे. ओके एंजॉय टिल आफ्टर समटाइम्स यू विल सी अगेन सम gloom will come, again some heaviness will come. That is how in cyclic healing happens. सब एक साथ नहीं आता. So don't get overconfident. I've reached. There is no reaching till the last breath. You are a learner. Keep that attitude always. फिर when it happens, what it happens, फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But be a learner. Be always saying I don't know. There is something more. Even your greatest of gurus and saints and everybody is learning every single day. Nobody can say they have learned everything. There is no state, at least as far as I have researched and found, no rishis or no yogis, no saints, no gurus, no mahatmas can say, I have reached and I know it all. No, they still don't know it. Even if they are in the state of complete annihilation. Because when somebody is in the state of complete annihilation, they don't know what's lying next. For example, avadhutas. The more perfected state, ask them what is there next. They will say, I don't know. but they're open to it. Nobody knows for certain. They cannot say this is it and final. Nobody can say that. So why should we think that way? We have reached somewhere. Oh, now I'm feeling, bhaiya, I'm feeling very loving towards everyone. And now I can feel calm. Now, I can stay for hours. And now things don't affect me. Ruko thoda. Nothing affects me. Ruko thoda. Aega effects will come. Don't be overconfident. Enjoy that moment and say further now, okay, this is fine. Good. Something. But when you are open to it, when something comes up, you will not panic. You will not get frustrated. You will not doubt. You will not get sad. ये क्या हो गया? Something wrong has come. What has happened? I don't know, भैया. What has happened to me? I was this way. किसने बोला इतने बड़े बड़े ये लगाने को? रहो ना, नॉर्मल रहो ना, शांत रहो. अच्छे दिन आ रहे हैं तो अच्छे दिन एंजॉय करो. साइक्लिक है, दिन है रात है, ये दोनों चलता है यहाँ पे. डुअलिटी है, अभी तक डुअलिटी के ऊपर उठे नहीं है हम लोग. जीवन मुक्त स्टेट वो, ये उससे पहले ये सब चलता ही है. दिन और रात चलता ही है. तो दिन आए तो ये मत सोचो कि बड़ा उजाला आ गया. रात आएगा उसके बाद. When you are totally aware of these things, then you are not affected by it. You are open. You are actually training yourself towards the higher tattvas. What is that? Neither this, neither that. ना दिन से मतलब ना रात से मतलब, हुआ ना. If दिन से मतलब रहा, you are bright, you are excited. Oh, this happened, illumination, peace, and it is fantastic. I am enjoying. Wait, the other also will catch you, because anything you are reacting to in a positive way, अभी भी reaction है अंदर. So the moment the opposite comes, you are going to react to that also. You will say hi, hi. But if you don't take anything for great, okay, things are good, experiences are happening, fantastic, very nice. I am grateful. Bas, grateful. Just take gratefulness. That gratefulness will keep you going. Then even when the opposite comes, you will not take that also seriously. Okay, I'm grateful. Something is teaching me. So you will understand the temporary nature when you know your light zone is temporary, then the dark zone also is temporary. You will know easily. You will know. विचलित नहीं होगा वहां पे, क्योंकि अच्छे दिन अगर टेम्पररी है तो बुरे दिन भी टेम्पररी है. You know, so you'll know this too shall pass. So you start moving in that journey, healing journey, in a very neutral way, without overreacting. I don't say you'll not get affected. You might get affected. That's fine, but it will not be intense. झटका नहीं लगेगा. धड़ाम से it will not be a big fall. It will help you balance. And in that balance, you'll find neutrality, where na ye, na wo, na sattva se, na rajas se, matlab na paap, na punya. You're not getting affected by any. And that is where freedom is. That is where Jivan Mukta state is. Jivan Mukta state again doesn't tell कि आपको ये नहीं होगा, वो नहीं होगा. Both will be there, like Bhagwan Ram. Both states are there. He has happiness states also, he has sadness states also. But he has risen above it. Neither happiness disturbs him or make elevates him, neither sadness disturbs him. That is Ram, Jivan Mukta. And that tests of life, the positive and negative, come to test you, come to teach you, to balance it, to be affected by none. So, where are we going to take that as a punishment? That is how it is said, even suffering is the Shaktipat of Shiva, grace of Shiva. Why? Is asking you to be neutral to it. Don't be over affected, because he himself, Shiva, is not affected by the papa and punya, the good and bad of this world. He's not disturbed by it. This is all our minds that has created. Oh, my Shiva is sitting there in Kailash and he's very unhappy because I'm unhappy. He's waiting and he's watching. He's feeling bad. that somebody did something wrong to me. So he's waiting now to punish that enemy of mine. Wow. So these are coming from those ideas where I've got my best friend or I've got my parents. So I do some mischief in the classroom with my friends. I have done some mistake. I went and pulled somebody's hair, and that person gave me a slap. I pulled somebody's hair. That person slapped me. I go crying to my father, mother, and say that person hit me. My father and mother comes barging. How dare you touch my child? And I say, my parents will teach you a lesson. Partial parents. Parents are attached to you. So the parent ego will try to blame that child, but it will never question who's the culprit. Moha, one-sidedness, partiality. That is why I said anybody who's partial, dangerous. I put on the prime minister that day. I don't want to get into politics, but when I see some things, it's very, very clear. ये क्या है बेवकूफी? When the prime minister is there, prime minister, that prime minister should be equal. उसको क्या फर्क पड़ता है? वो कुर्सी वो है ना. Leaders means impartial. अर्जुन को क्या ट्रेनिंग दिया भगवान कृष्ण ने? Impartial. No taking sides. That is dharma. But here, if you keep taking, if your leaders are taking side, oh, this is my favorite dharma, these are my people, that is my anti people, yeah, that then the kursi theek nahi. Not fit for that chair. The king means that. King is impartial. Spiritual leaders, religious leaders should be impartial. If a religious leader is sitting there, spiritual leader is sitting there and doing partiality, this is my favorite one. And this is not my favorite one. This is my dear one, that is not my dear one. Dronacharya says, this is Ekalavya and this is Arjuna. Arjuna is my favorite. Ekalavya thoda. So if even Ekalavya is on his dharma and still doing the right thing, अब जाके उसका उंगली काटो. क्यों? अर्जुन को फेवर करना है. अर्जुन को प्रॉमिस किया है ना, आई विल मेक यू द बेस्ट एंड देयर विल बी नोबडी इन कंपटीशन विथ यू. वो कला मैं तुमको दूंगा, वो विद्या मैं तुमको दूंगा. एंड अर्जुन भी बोलता है प्रॉमिस, से प्रॉमिस. अब प्रॉमिस तो निभाना पड़ेगा. अब देखा कि वो कला इसमें भी आ रहा है और ज्यादा स्किल है. हैं? हाउ डिड दिस हैपन? आई वाज फेवरिंग दिस वन. हाउ डिड यू गेट इट? Oh, I did it through my internal thing. I kept your photo and got connected to your consciousness and did it. I didn't have your personal training because you didn't give your personal training. You gave only to Arjuna personal training because he's your favorite. So I kept your murti, I kept your photo and did it, and I got it because I have realized it's from your consciousness. It is not from the personality. Oh, you've done that? Then you owe me dakshina now. Give me your thumb. Give me that. Oh, बेचारा काट के भी दिया. That is सम्मान. ले लो. ये इससे भी आपको खुशी लगता है तो ले लो. So a leader, whoever it is, must be completely impartial because God is impartial. Shiva is impartial. He doesn't take side of Ravana or Ram. He is equally blessing Ravana also and Ram also. When he gave blessing, he poured out his heart and gave everybody based on their tapas. Ram did tapas, he got. Ravana did tapas, he got. But what you do with that tapas phala, वो तुम्हारे ऊपर है. तुम्हारे तुम्हारे कर्म, your karma consequences tum bhugtoge. Shiva has nothing to do with it, but I will give you abundant. That is called unconditional love, neutral, impartial, equal, like the sun to all. So when you are developing that quality, when you are connecting to that, so basically हमको इतना तो बनता है कि we understand who our father is. impartial, neutral one. So we can train ourselves by that, by being impartial. How to be impartial? Be in presence. Because Shiva is in presence. He is pure awareness. When he is awareness, there is no mind to judge, criticize, और तोल मोल करने के लिए ये अच्छा है वो बुरा है, वो सब है ही नहीं. Everything is simply graced equally. And that is the teachings of Shams and Rumi. Look at the world equally. But that doesn't mean you have to get into it. Promise. You can stay from a distance and keep your distance. Doesn't Shiva keep distance? Is he jumping here and there everywhere? Oh, यहाँ लड़ाई हो रही है, चलो let me go and solve it. ये धर्म खतरे में है, वो कर्म इसमें है, उनके लिए धर्म ही नहीं है कोई. He doesn't take sides. He doesn't favor orange flag or green flag or blue or golden flags. For him there is no flags. He doesn't understand flags. सभी उसके बच्चे हैं, सभी उसी से आए हैं. All that he can give is his grace, his intelligence, his विवेका. अब कितना विवेक हमको ये करके सुदबुद होके हमको निकलना है, हम उसमें से निकल सकते हैं. कितने को फंस के उसके अंदर आपस में लड़ मरना है, कर्म है. मन ही करता, मन ही भोगता, तुम ही भोगो. शिवा डजंट कम इन दैट. शिवा इज गिविंग विवेक, बुद्धि, by sending his son. In Christianity, it says Jesus, the only son. God gave his only son to the world, sacrificed. What does that mean? Same, like Shiva gives his only son, Kartikeya, to us. Jnana, Viveka. Shiva is giving his son to us. His son is Murugan, Viveka, awareness. Awareness दे रहा है, अपना पुत्र भेज रहा है. तो what are we going to do with it? Awareness के साथ. Because by the Son only you can reach the Father. Jesus said, you shall reach the Father only through me. People said he's a mediator. He's trying to mediate, coming in between. He's telling between to reach the Father, you have to go through me. Are Kartikeya also is saying the same. To know my Father, you have to come through me. Gautama Rishi also is saying the same. To know Arunachala or Shiva, the Parvati has to be told. He has to go through Gautama Rishi. That is the Guru Tattva. That is Murugan Tattva. That is why Guru. Without the Guru, you will not know the God. That is why Kabir says, Kabir or Rumi says, if God appears and if the Guru appears, whom will you salute first? They say Guru. Why? Without the Guru, I will not see God. I will not know God. So without Kartikeya, you do not know who is Shiva. Without Jesus, you cannot know who the Father is. That is the Guru Tattva. So the Father has given the Son to us. Shiva has given Kartikeya to us, Viveka to us. With that Viveka only, with that intelligence, with that awareness only, you can know who you are. Who am I can be known only through the Guru Tattva, this one. This has to open for who am I. Who am I? I is here, the real I. Who am I? I am Shiva. How will I know it? Through this. Without Viveka, you cannot know. Without awareness, without this Tattva, you cannot know. So Shiva is undisturbed. God is undisturbed. Jesus appears, or Kartikeyan appears into our lives. And they give us the intelligence, they give us the understanding, they give us the Viveka. And depending on my free will, how much I want to take that Tattva, how much I want to know my Father who is in heaven, how much I want to know my Shiva through this awareness, that is on me. That also the God or Shiva does not alter. Every religion is that to know Allah, Prophet Muhammad. They send their only child to come to Rumi, Shams. Allah sent him, right? We saw in the story. Allah sent his most favorable person, full of that light, to Rumi. Go there. Because Allah cannot be known without Shams. One cannot reach that state to be known. So that Shiva Tattva, what we are talking about, or God Tattva, or Allah Tattva, these are all that zone, that dimension, which is Purna. That Purna cannot be attained by this Apurna. This incomplete, the incomplete means that the ego is there. So till the false eyes are there, we cannot realize that. So for that, we need the light of awareness. And that is what we are getting. So instead of saying Shiva is watching, Shiva will help me, no. He is giving you enough help through your viveka and awareness that you decide what to do, how to navigate. The light is what he is giving. He is not giving his partial hands because you are flattering him. Every day you are doing puja, every day you are doing japa, every day you are doing havan, every day you are doing charity. So he's pleased with me. False. That is why most of these people who do all these things are most disappointed that God is not listening to them. इतना करने के बावजूद भी it's not happening. Frustration आता है, doubt आता है. They'll start doubting that God. अरे I did all this all my life and see, still I'm incomplete. So God doesn't penetrate here. God is always giving you the light. With the light, I have to change myself. I have to heal myself. I have to liberate myself with that light. So light is the gift. Awareness is the gift that God of any religion is giving you through their messengers, through the awakening of your third eye. So these 11 days that I thought was on that, tomorrow's webinar will focus more on that to cleanse again. This is needed for a long time. It has to be purged, cleansed, 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 cleansed. Karmic debts, the forgiveness, the grudges, and this and that, hurts and traumas and falseness. One by one, it has to be cleared, cleared, clearly cleared. And then when you raise your consciousness, then you manifest. People manifest with the muck. So they manifest sometimes the polluted dreams, the incomplete dreams, or they are confused. It all get entangled, jumbled up. Everything get jumbled up. So for clarity to come in, the clutter has to go. So I felt if every night we sit from the evening sessions, whatever we do, constantly do those practices, alternate between practices, and every night sit and reprogram, understand what we are really seeking for our highest good, not according to our Krishna. What remains for our highest good. And then attract those things. Reprogram our minds, reprogram our lives, our priorities, develop more of that presence again and again, a healed presence. For 11 days, if it is continuously done, I feel a lot of things because usually if the circuit breaks, if continuity is not there, the clouds catch up again, the negativity again catch up. It doesn't get a chance to rectify or to hold or get strength or momentum. 11 days is not enough. It should be at least like 21 to 30 days. But at least that 11 days of strength, if it is further continued for at least a month to complete another 20 days, once the momentum comes, then great things, great transformation, complete reprogramming of your life can happen. Complete shift, complete change can happen. Why I say can happen? Because it still depends on how really do you want it. Because that I told you, that is the divine will gives you inspiration from inside. Whether you act on it or not, that's upon you. To do any negative things in life, to attract wrong karma in life, first a feeling comes in us. A feeling we follow. According to the feeling, our mind reacts, and then we think that way constantly, negative thinking or whatever, and that starts manifesting in our life: disease, illness, scarcity, daridrita, whatever those things are, mishaps. We attract it according to our hav bhav. Now that hav bhav is coming from where? That is our own karmic stuff. From your karana sharir they are coming. So until you follow that, until you agree with that feeling and sensation, you are not going to manifest it. So the law of manifestation is based on the feelings. What you strongly feel, you manifest. Whatever you strongly think day and night, you manifest. As simple as that. So if that is coming from your papa karmas, what is punya karmas? Punya karma में feeling ऐसा आता है कि I should change it. From inside only bhava will come. No, no, no. I want to change this. I want to attract this in life. I want to change the vibrations. I want to change the perceptions. I want to release. I want to heal. ये सब ऐसे भाव आना शुरू होता है अंदर से. What is this? Outcome of your पुण्य कर्मस. पुण्य कर्म पहले आपको करवाता है वो. So whatever comes from within, that is it. This cannot apply to everybody. Now I cannot say everybody can heal this. Even if I want, I might put videos. I might tell everybody. But अंदर से उनका time नहीं आया. If they don't feel like, नहीं अभी छोड़ो यार, हम सत्संग ही करेंगे बस, टाइम पास करेंगे बस थोड़ा, इसमें कौन हो, बाद में देखेंगे. That's your own wish. How we react, what we want in life, whether we want improvement, whether we want to continue the same, or whether we want ignorance, it's all on what I want, the feeling that's coming. That is your coming from your karana sharira. That feeling, vibrations. Karma only is sending that kind of vibration. So you believe, you do certain things in a certain way, and you attract that kind of consequences. So that is why we say when grace is working in your life, it will give you opportunities to change. ये अच्छे स्वभाव, अच्छे भाव आना शुरू होता है, अच्छे thoughts will start coming कि I must do good to others, I must not deceive anybody, I must take care of my ego, I must somehow diminish this, I must find ways to dissolve it, I must have gratitude in life. ये सब अच्छे अच्छे भाव आना शुरू हो जाता है अंदर से. I must go and visit holy places, I must meditate more, I must be in the vicinity of sadhu, saints, अवधूtas, जीव समाधis. ऐसे ऐसे भाव आना शुरू हो जाता है. And that will make you go and do all those things. And then you attract grace. कहाँ से शुरू हुआ? पहले भाव से. फीलिंग आया, फीलिंग के बाद एक्शन आया. फीलिंग इज इच्छा शक्ति, इच्छा के बाद आपने क्रिया किया. And that kriya generates that kind of karma phala to you. Whichever, positive or negative, जो भी करते हैं वो पहले भाव से आता है. वो दोनों भाव आपके भाव शरीर से आता है, कारण शरीर. So purifying that कारण शरीर, isn't that a grace? तपस्या करने का भाव किससे आता है? ग्रेस से ही आता है, नहीं तो कहां से आएगा? कितने लोग फंसे हुए हैं. लुक एट द होल वर्ल्ड. They will not want to meditate, they will not want to do anything, they will want to. Why? The time is not come. That feeling is not coming from inside, it has to arise from inside. So I put that, uh, what was that I put? This one. Whoever tries to help a butterfly come out of its cocoon kills it. Why kills it? Because there is a resistance there. You can't force it. Time होता है ना उसका. In its own time it has to come. Whoever attempts to help a bud emerge from the seed destroys it. Time नहीं हुआ है उसका. धीरे धीरे it's budding. Whoever tries to awaken the consciousness in someone who is not ready confuses him. कितना भी प्रवचन दो, कितने भी अच्छे बात करो, कंफ्यूज ही रहेंगे वो, मंद, उधर का उधर ही, समझ ही नहीं आएगा क्योंकि टाइम नहीं आया. Their karma is making them continue suffering in certain ignorances. There are certain things that cannot be helped. They must happen from inside out. This is what I'm saying. भीतर से होना चाहिए. So is this happening from inside is the question. भीतर से आना चाहिए. भीतर से is that भाव. So when the time comes, that is why we say अद्वैत की वासना अगर हो रही है, for you to know non-duality, for you to know that oneness, that ultimate truth, ये अगर भीतर से आ रही है, it is pure grace of God itself. अद्वैत वासना में ईश्वर कृपा से अद्वैत की वासना हो रही है. सो वी फॉलो द हार्ट्स. अगर भीतर से लगे हमको क्लीन करना है, प्योरीफाई करना है और इम्प्रोवाइज करना है, वी हैव टू लुक एट द फ्लॉज एंड नॉट रेस्ट टिल everything is removed, till it's a clean chit. I must go on working. This is the grace. And that is how tapasvis are born. All the tapasvis had that grace. That is why they took to intense tapas. जितना ज्यादा तपस वो कर रहे हैं, मतलब if they are going inside and wanting to clean, purify, वो भाव कहाँ से आ रहा है? That is grace. So on this path, you can be more grateful to all the opportunities that you have been getting and which you have been taking and you have been healing. Every moment you sit at home and meditate, come to your presence. Every moment you are spending time with yourself. Every moment you catch one flaw, आप बैठे बैठे यू आर एबल टू रिलीज समथिंग, किसी को फॉरगिव कर दिया, किसी इनर ट्रॉमा को यू सॉ, यू रिलीज इनर वुंड, अपने इनर चाइल्ड को हील किया. ऑल दीज थिंग्स विच इज कमिंग, ये सब परमात्मा भाव है, कृपा का. कृपा ही करवा रहा है आपसे. सो वी मस्ट बी ग्रेटफुल वेन एवर we get this feeling to meditate, this feeling to know the truth. Despite the suffering, you want to know the truth. Despite anything, you want to continue, you want to pursue, persevere. You want to heal, you want to release. ये अंदर से भाव आ रहा है. Daily I must sit 20 days, 30 days, doesn't matter. I sit and do it. I am just grateful कि भाव तो आ रहा है. कितने लोगों के अंदर भाव ही नहीं आ रहा है, क्योंकि भाव नहीं तो कर कैसे पाएंगे हम? इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं तो कर कैसे पाएंगे? तो वी गिव ग्रेटिट्यूड टू दैट इंटरेस्ट. मेरे भीतर ये इंटरेस्ट जगा रहे हुई है, मुझसे करवा रहे हो. यू आर मेकिंग मी डू. हाउ? बाय गिविंग मी द इंटरेस्ट टू डू इट. सो वी बाउ डाउन टू दैट spirit within us. Become aware of your body, become aware of the presence in you, become aware from your heart center where this feeling arises कि मुझे ये करना है. I must do this, I must improvise, I must become better, I must heal, I must release, I must forgive, I must make my chitta shuddha. I must be more and more connected with the divinity in me. I must start seeing oneness in everybody. I must drop all these divisions. It doesn't make any more sense. This internal feeling that, I give up caste, color, creed, religion, affinity towards anything. I don't want to become partial towards anything and anybody. I'm impartial to everything. I look at everything equally. ये सब परमात्मा भाव है. Become aware. क्या क्या भाव हमारे भीतर से आ रहा है? Which are all the feelings that you get this way? Give it gratitude, because that's the voice of God. That's the feeling of God. That shows the presence of God in you. परमात्मा को यहाँ वहां मत खोजो, हिल में, मंदिरों में, यहाँ वहां नहीं है. वो वही है जो संकेत दे रहा है आपको. Which is giving you that interest, deep grace, deep support. That support which is giving you, despite everything, you are getting the opportunities. Now we are sitting every night for satsangs, 1.5 घंटा. कितने लोगों को कितना एक्सक्यूज है? हमारे पास एक्सक्यूज नहीं है. हाँ, थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग मी दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी. ये ऐसे मौके मिल रहे हैं. ये कौन बना रहा है? सब योग कौन ला रहा है? हर एक चीज के लिए योग बोलते हैं. टाइम, वट एवर आई वॉन्ट टू डू, आई एम एबल टू डू इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी और वट एवर. अड़चन नहीं है जिंदगी में. योग नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं है. टाइमिंग नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं है. आई थैंक दिस टाइमिंग. आई ब्लेस दिस टाइमिंग ऑफ माइंड. आई सी द ग्रेस इन माई लाइफ. इस प्रकार से यू कनेक्ट प्रीतर अगेन एंड अगेन, क्योंकि when you pray in this manner, when you feel gratitude, that multiplies in your life. It simply multiplies. Whatever you have full great gratitude means you are giving respect to that. Okay, I respect this tattva in my life. It is like simply asking more. You deserve. That means you deserve more of it. Because you respect it, you value it, you deserve. Life will give you back more. The universe will give back more. Whatever you revere, you respect, you value. Which you do not value, you lose. Whatever, if you are getting God's grace and due to your ego, if you are not valuing it, you'll see in time वो निकल जाता है आपके life से. So you must be very aware and very humble to this God's presence within, constantly giving me all the good thoughts, constantly giving me motivation, irrespective of what my life circumstances. कैसे भी परिस्थिति हो, that inner feeling which is making me do things and come out of things eventually, I give gratitude to that. I bow down to that space within me, to that center within me from where the God operates my life. This God presence works through me and I see his work. How can I say I am doing it? I cannot be doing it because without the bhava, without the feeling, without the support, without the interest and desire arising in me, how can I act on it? How can I say I am doing it? How can I say I am doing my meditations? I am doing these sadhanas. Without the interest, how can I do it? Thank you for the interest. Interest I cannot generate. You look deeply, you cannot generate interest. Anything you generate is artificial. You generate love, it is artificial. If love comes on its own, it has value, isn't it? The real feeling is when love comes very naturally towards a person, place, object, thing, God. That's natural, isn't it? But you have to create love for it. It's artificial. So creation is my game. Artificially, I create my desires to please God. But what about those without my effort is rising in me? That is God's grace. I bow down to that. That is how I know you are doing this. You are making me do this. मैंने तो create नहीं किया. ये सद्भावना मैंने create नहीं किया. सदिच्छा, पूर्ण होने की इच्छा मैंने create नहीं किया. मुझे मैं जानता भी नहीं हूँ क्या है. I do not know what is complete, what is mukti. I do not know anything. From within, something is rising in me that is making me interested towards that. I bow down to that. You are doing it through me. You are making me do my sadhanas. I am not able to do it. So this is how the doership is gone. You are giving gratitude that you are working through me. You are purifying me. मेरा efforts कम है. I have to just be awake. I have to just be conscious of all the opportunities that I'm getting and simply walk on my deep inner intuitions in that direction. So when without my mind, without my ego, I simply plainly tap into that vibration without using my head, a natural feeling that comes, and I act very effortlessly, naturally, without using my mind. That is called God working through me. This I must become more and more aware. Then I will see God's presence only in my life. Where will I search God then? He's right here. So become aware of this presence. In today's satsang, we understand this one presence. So all those who are in tomorrow's webinar, this will help. I don't think this is preparatory to that, but okay. Some of them don't attend preparatory because they think, oh, ये webinar के बारे में बोलने वाला है. नहीं, आज मेरा आइडिया था, बट वो वेबिनार का कुछ नहीं है, दिस समथिंग एल्स is what is needed for the hour. But I think with this approach, this is a good approach to have for the webinar and all the 11 days, that next 12 days, whoever is attending, you can be in this same mode. Surely a lot of things can change. Why I say can change, will change क्यों नहीं बोल रहा हूँ? देखो, will तुम्हारे हाथ में है, can change उसके हाथ में है, possibility. If my will is, I is not there, if you allow things to happen, it will happen. Healing happens when you allow it. Release happens when you allow it. Cleaning the slate happens when you allow it. You don't have to do it. We are not going to do anything tomorrow. We are going to allow that grace to flood through us and do its work. Our work is to allow, not to do anything. We have to see how this grace cleanses us, purifies us. We have to allow it. It is always ready to help us. So, those who are in the webinar, I'll see you tomorrow at 12 to 5 we have. And recordings will be there only for 24 hours. पहले ही कह रहा हूँ, because there are series coming up. It will keep overwriting. Don't expect 1 week, 2 weeks. You don't need that. Because I don't want you to program yourself to some technique. It is grace. It's all grace. You'll simply learn the art of letting go and seeing how these things work. So don't fall for techniques. I'm not teaching any techniques. तो रिकॉर्डिंग बढ़ा दो, 4 दिन और करे, टेक्निक में जा रहे हो आप. अंडरस्टैंड द ग्रेस, लर्न हाउ टू ओपन अप. बाय डूइंग व्हाट विल यू ओपन अप, वो सीखो. So recording will be given to everybody, whoever is there in the participant, whether you want to repeatedly see it or those who are abroad want to see it later. It's upon you, but it's only 24 hours. Don't ask for an extension. If you miss it, you are missed it. Nothing can be done. And if you miss it also, one session somewhere in the 11 days, कोई आसमान नहीं टूट के पड़ा, अगर recording भी नहीं देख पा रहे हो तो 24 hours में go to the next, forget it. What is meant only will happen. What is not meant, how much ever we break, it will not happen. So let's offer our gratitude to today's session, to whatever has illuminated us from within today. Today we realize that grace only does everything. I have to watch and become aware to see this grace working in my life. It is simply taking care of whatever is the need of the hour. I have to become fully aware of what life is trying to teach me without resisting it. There is no necessity to fight my teachers, my mentors, to prove anything to them, because they are not here for any agenda. They are simply passing clouds through my life. One teacher will come, another will come. They will all pass. The whole thing is, am I getting the point of what the mentors or teachers or gurus, or whatever is trying? That's something that's trying to illuminate me for my own liberation. So my focus should come to what is stopping me. Become aware of this Kartikeya, the Murugan Tattva in our lives, son of Shiva, by whom even Shiva knows himself, is Kartikeyan awareness. So if we have to know Shiva, we also can know it only through Kartikeya, Murugan, the Guru Tattva. That Guru Tattva is in your third eye, at your forehead, Agya Chakra. That is where your inner Guru is seated. Murugan is seated. I connect to this space between my foreheads between my eyebrows in my forehead. I connect to my Agya chakra, to my awareness, to my inner guru that is slowly blossoming, illuminating itself. The more I participate, the more I surrender my I to this inner guru, the more this inner guru takes over my life, the more the light takes over, the more Rumi surrenders to Shams, the more Shams walks through Rumi. Till a time comes when Rumi says everything is just you, Shams. There is no me left. So when our inner guru awakens, only that one remains. There is no me or my will. We are in the process of awakening and realizing this inner guru of us. For that, we clean the clutters which takes our consciousness lower and doesn't allow us to focus on this higher chakra. Deep gratitude to this space. Deep gratitude to all the gurus in my life who point me here to my inner guru. They are all temporary gurus from outside who are time and again just pointing me to the permanent one within me, inner guru. Become aware of the grace. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadayachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we all be blessed. May we all evolve. May we all be free.